In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to play the game Ants Delight by Logicnose. This game can work from 2 to 5 players, and inside this deck we have little ants with sugar cubes. The cards range from numbers 1 all the way to 13, and there are 2 special cards that I will talk about in a moment. It is the skip card and the 1 to 7. I'll put it to the side for a second. But the way that this game works is you're going to want to shuffle up the cards, all the cards, and then give 5 cards to each player. In this case, I'm going to be playing with 3 players. 1 to my left, 3, 4, 5, a player over here, and then finally, cards for myself. Now, the way that this game works is you're going to put the deck in the center of the table, and on the player's turn, they're going to place a card or cards and then draw back however many cards they put down. Now, the way that this game usually starts is the person with the lowest card begins. Let's say that I have the number 3, and number 3 just happens to be the lowest card. So I start. But it doesn't matter who starts, it's just a cute way to start it. So in this case, I put down 1 card, I then get to draw back the 1 card to replace it. So my hand is always at 5 cards. Now, moving on clockwise to the next person, they have to place a card or cards that are higher than the card that I put down. So this is the number 3. They place either 4 or higher. Now, because I was saying that you can place multiple cards, you could put down 2 2s, because 2 plus 2 equals to 4. Or you could put down a 3 and a 3, because that equals to 6. However, if you wanted to put down multiple cards, you could not put down 2 different numbered cards. So a 3 and a 7 does not equal 10. You cannot put this down. However, I could put down, or this player could put down the number 7 because it is bigger than the 3. So they put that down, and then that is 1 card. They draw back up to 5. It is now this player's turn. Now again, they have to place higher than the previous card that was placed. In this case, it was a 7. Looking at their hand, they have a 3, a 1, a 9, and 2 2s. So here, they could put these 2 together to equal 4, but that isn't bigger than 7. However, their 9 is, so they put down the 9. They then draw, and it is back to my turn. Game continues in this fashion of placing and drawing cards. Now, here, as you can see, I could put down 2 5s, because 5 plus 5 equals 10, which is bigger than 9. Now, you can place down 2 or 3 or as many cards as you want, as long as they are the same number, and they will always add up. So if I had 5 and 5 and 5, it equals 15, which is still bigger than 9. Then, as I place down 2 cards, I draw 2 to bring my hand up to 5 cards again. Now, how do you get points? Well, as you can see, the number, or the quantity, keeps getting higher and higher and higher, so it makes it harder for us to place cards that equal to a number greater than what was placed. Now, let's say this player cannot beat the number 10. What they then have to do is take this whole pile, and this pile then goes into their points, not into their hand, and it stays with them until the end of the game. So this player now has this number of points, 5 number of points, because they have 5 cards. Then, the player who took in the cards then starts the game again, and they place down whatever cards they want. For example, a 2, and they draw, and then it is the next person's turn. And that's how it keeps going. So whenever you cannot place a card or cards higher than what was previously placed, you have to take the whole pile, and it goes into your points. Now, the 2 special cards. These are the 2 special cards. We have a 1 to 7 and a skip card. The 1 to 7 is basically a wild card. You can put it together with any card, any numbered card, between the numbers 1 and 7. So, if I were to put it with a 7, this then equals 14, because 7 plus 7 equals 14. If I were to put it with another 7, it would be 7 plus 7 plus 7, which is 7, 14, 21 points. And that's quite a lot of points. So this is a powerful card. However, I could not put it together with the number 9, because that is higher than 1 to 7. So this doesn't work. And it just places down in the middle, and I draw back cards to replenish. The other card is a skip card. Now, let's say this person saw that and they're like, oh, 21 points, whoa, that's a lot. They don't have to place higher if they put down this card. Skip, not my problem. So they don't need to place higher, but the next player then has to beat 21 points. So that's how you place down this card. When you place it, again, just draw back one card to replenish. The game ends once the whole deck has been finished and all your cards in your hand have been placed. All the players then count up however many cards they collected from points, and then the player with the fewest number of cards wins. Thank you.